Welcome back to the True Alien Podcast, everyone. I'm Adrian Smith, and I'll be your host for other deep dives into the unexplained.
I'm Julia Jones. I'm here to help sift through the evidence and see if we can make sense of it all.
Today, we're headed to the vast and desolate Nullarbor Plain of Australia, a place known for its stark beauty, and as we'll soon discover, its strange occurrences. We've got a family road trip gone wrong, a pregnant mother, a skeptical father, and a young boy with a knack for drawing some very unsettling pictures.
The Nullarbor is fascinating, not just geographically, but also culturally. Many Indigenous Australians consider it a thin place where the barrier between our world and other realities is weaker.
Okay, that's already giving me chills.
Oh,
So we've got the Knowles family, Sarah, who's expecting, Daniel, who's definitely the voice of reason in this story, and little Ethan, who seems to have an imagination that's a little too good for comfort. They set off on this road trip hoping for some quality time before the baby arrives. What could possibly go wrong, right?
Well, as you might have guessed, things take a decidedly creepy turn. Their journey quickly becomes a fight for survival, testing their sanity and their understanding of reality.
Right from the start, Sarah feels this growing sense of unease, like something's not quite right, and then bam! A blinding light engulfs them, and their camper van is lifted off the ground. Not your average road trip pickup.
It's interesting to consider the psychological impact of such an event. Imagine the sheer terror, the feeling of complete helplessness, and then being stranded in this desolate landscape with a damaged vehicle.
Absolutely. And to make matters worse, young Ethan starts drawing these figures he saw during the incident. They're tall, gaunt, with elongated limbs and no faces. I mean, kid drawings can be weird, but these are eerily accurate, matching what Sarah and Daniel briefly glimpsed.
This raises the question of perception and how children, perhaps because of their less developed filters, might be more sensitive to phenomena that adults might dismiss or rationalize away.
So, stranded, lost, and thoroughly creeped out. They stumble upon a deserted rest stop, you'd think. Okay, maybe some relief, a chance to regroup, but no. Things just get weirder.
The feeling of being watched intensifies. There's an unnatural chill in the air. Strange noises start coming from the surrounding scrub. And then, as night falls, the figures from Ethan's drawings materialize.
Okay, now that's just nightmare fuel. But here's a detail that I found particularly interesting. While Sarah and Daniel are understandably freaking out, the beings seem particularly interested in Ethan, almost as if he's the main attraction.
This challenges the typical alien invasion narrative. It suggests that their intentions might be more complex, perhaps even focused on something beyond simple conquest or destruction.
Right. Then, just when the situation seems utterly hopeless, headlights pierce the darkness. A battered Jeep arrives, and out step two more characters. Dr. Karen Smith, a scientist obsessed with proving the existence of the paranormal, and Ben Riley, an Aboriginal elder who seems to have a deep understanding of the Nullarbor secrets.
It's a fascinating clash of perspectives, science versus ancient wisdom. But they're united by a common goal, to understand and hopefully survive this encounter.
And their arrival coincides with some even stranger developments. Sarah's pregnancy suddenly goes into hyperdrive. The baby is developing at an alarming rate, and there's this unsettling feeling that it's somehow connected to the aliens.
This raises a question about the potential biological effects of such encounters. Could there be a transfer of energy, genetic manipulation, or something else entirely at play?
And just to add another layer of weirdness, Ethan starts having incredibly vivid visions about the aliens' plans. It's like he's tapping into their consciousness.
This suggests a potential communication pathway, perhaps unintentional on the aliens' part. It raises the question, are they aware of this connection? And if so, what are its implications?
So we've got a pregnant mother carrying a rapidly developing baby, a skeptical father who's now seen things that defy explanation, a child with disturbingly accurate premonitions, and two experts with very different approaches but a shared sense of urgency. This is shaping up to be one heck of a story.
Welcome back to the True Alien Podcast, where we delve into the heart of the unexplained.
We're picking up right where we left off with the Knowles family, along with Dr. Karen Smith and Ben Riley, facing a situation that's quickly spiraling out of control.
They find themselves at a hidden outpost,
Hmm.
near a network of caves, a place where science and ancient wisdom seem to converge.
It's like something out of an Indiana Jones movie. You've got high-tech equipment alongside Aboriginal artifacts, a clash of cultures,
Yeah.
but also a testament to the gravity of this situation.
Exactly. Karen and Ben, despite their vastly different approaches to understanding the world, recognize the need to put aside their differences and work together.
They realize they're dealing with something that transcends their individual beliefs, and could have profound implications for humanity.
Meanwhile, Sarah's pregnancy continues to advance at an alarming rate. Karen, with all her medical knowledge, is baffled. It's clear that something extraordinary is happening.
And Ethan's visions are becoming even more disturbing. He's not just seeing images now, he's experiencing the aliens' thoughts, their plans.
This raises a fascinating question about the nature of consciousness
Yeah.
and the possibility of interspecies communication. Is Ethan acting as a conduit, willingly or unwillingly?
It's like he's tapped into some kind of alien network, and the information he's receiving is far from comforting.
We have to consider the ethical implications of this as well. Is Ethan being exploited? What are the long-term effects of this connection?
These are questions that science fiction has grappled with for decades, but now we're seeing them play out in a real-world context.
Exactly. The Knowles family, caught in this extraordinary situation, become a microcosm of humanity itself, grappling with the implications of first contact.
So, what's the plan? How do they deal with this rapidly escalating crisis?
Ben believes the key to understanding the alien presence, and perhaps stopping it, lies deep within the cave system beneath the Nullarbor.
He sees it as a gateway to the Dreamtime, a realm of ancient spirits and powerful forces.
Karen, armed with her scientific knowledge and modified technology, believes she can disrupt the alien signal, perhaps even force them to retreat.
Two very different approaches, both driven by a desperate need to protect humanity and resolve this crisis.
And Sarah, fueled by a primal instinct to protect her child, insists on joining them on this perilous journey.
She feels this undeniable connection to the baby and to the source of the alien presence. It's like she's being drawn toward something, compelled to confront the unknown.
Her decision is both courageous and reckless. She's risking her life and the life of her unborn child to try and understand what's happening.
It's a testament to the power of maternal instinct, but also a reminder of the profound moral dilemmas that arise when we confront the possibility of alien life.
So they descend into the darkness, guided by Ben's knowledge of the caves and Ethan's increasingly disturbing visions.
The cave system itself is described as oppressive, ancient, filled with a sense of otherworldly energy.
It's a journey into the unknown, both literally and metaphorically. They're venturing into the depths of the earth, but also into the depths of human experience, confronting their deepest fears and questioning everything they thought they knew.
And at the heart of this subterranean labyrinth, they find something truly extraordinary.
They emerge into a massive cavern, pulsating with an eerie light at the center. Suspended like a grotesque pearl is a membranous sac. And inside...
Oh, and you're going to leave us hanging like that. What's in the sack? What happens next?
You'll have to wait for part 3 to find out. But trust me, it's a revelation that will challenge your understanding of life, the universe, and everything.
Welcome back to the True Alien Podcast. We're on the final leg of our journey into the heart of the Nullabor's alien mystery. Julia. Last we left our intrepid explorers, they had just stumbled upon a pulsating cavern with a giant sack at its center. What happened next?
The tension in that cavern must have been palpable, remember? They're deep underground, surrounded by these otherworldly beings, and the very air seems charged with an unknown energy.
And Sarah's carrying a baby that's developing at an accelerated rate, seemingly linked to these beings. It's a ticking time bomb scenario.
Absolutely. Karen, ever the pragmatist, decides to act quickly. She activates a device she's been working on, designed to disrupt the alien signal she believes is controlling everything. A high-pitched whine fills the cavern, and for a moment, the beings seem disoriented.
So there's a glimmer of hope. Maybe her tech can give them a fighting chance. But what about the dozens of other beings in the cavern? They haven't exactly been friendly so far.
But that's the thing. They've been largely passive, almost observant. Yeah. But when Karen's device kicks in, it's like they're startled out of a trance. Their movements become erratic. Their blank eyes seem to flicker with something. Fear. Confusion. It's hard to say.
It's a reminder that we're dealing with an intelligence we can't even begin to comprehend. Their motivations, their reactions, are completely alien to us.
Precisely. But amidst this chaos, Sarah steps forward. She's not armed. She doesn't attack. She doesn't even really speak in a conventional sense. Instead, she focuses all her energy, all of her maternal instinct, into a desperate plea. It's like she's trying to communicate on a deeper level, a soul-to-soul connection.
So that connection she's been feeling with the baby, with the aliens, it reaches a climax. What happens? Do they respond?
For a fleeting moment, it seems like they do. There's a shift in their posture, a flicker of understanding in their eyes. But then, It's gone. Sarah screams. The connection she's felt throughout her pregnancy abruptly severed. It's like a cord has been cut, a bond broken.
And I'm guessing that's when things go from bad to worse.
Yes. Karen's device explodes, showering the cavern with sparks and smoke. The cave itself begins to tremble, rocks falling from the ceiling. It's as if the very structure of the Nullarbor is reacting to this disruption.
It's a full-blown escape situation now. But they're deep underground, the cave is collapsing, and who knows what those beings will do? How do they even stand a chance?
It's a testament to Ben's knowledge of the caves, his connection to the land, that they managed to find a way out. He grabs Ethan, urging the others to follow as they scramble through tunnels, the ground shaking beneath their feet.
And Sarah. What about the baby?
In a moment of desperation, almost primal instinct, Sarah punches her way into the sack. The baby falls out, and Karen, thinking fast, scoops it up into a containment unit they brought with them.
Wow. Talk about an intense delivery.
Yeah.
So go yay, they escape with the baby. But what about Sarah? What state is she in after that ordeal?
She's devastated. The connection she felt to the baby, to the aliens, is gone, leaving a void in its wake. She's physically and emotionally drained, traumatized by the experience.
And what about the baby itself? Is it normal?
That's the chilling part. They emerge from the cave, the entrance collapsing behind them as if sealing away a terrible secret. Karen is clutching the containment unit, staring down at the infant inside. It's eerily perfect, but its eyes are open, staring up at her with an ancient, unsettling gaze.
Okay, that's an image that's going to stay with me for a while. So many unanswered questions. What were the aliens' true motives? What will become of this child? What does this all mean for the Knowles family? And maybe even for humanity itself?
It's a sobering reminder that the universe holds mysteries beyond our comprehension. The Knowles family's encounter challenges everything we think we know about reality, about our place in the cosmos. It leaves us with a sense of wonder, but also profound unease.
Well, that was a truly unsettling journey into the heart of Australia's alien mystery. It's a story that will make you question what you believe, what you think you know about the world. And on that note, we'll leave you to ponder the implications of this incredible encounter. Be sure to rate, follow, and share the True Alien Podcast for more true tales of the unexplained. Until next time, keep looking up. And maybe keep a nightlight on, just in case